The one thing I've learned from Shakespeare is that anything's possible. You can throw anything into a play. You can throw witches, you can throw battles, you can throw spirits under the stage, you can bring in a ghost, you can move the scenes around to anywhere you want to go. You can throw anything into a play. Shakespeare allowed that, encouraged that, and it's kind of maximal theater. When I came here, I proposed that we really start a theater program that would involve not only the university and not only its students, but also the entire community. TheaterWorks is now devoted to not only the very best plays, but also to giving innovative productions of classic plays, contemporary plays that we think are exciting and interesting, and absolutely brand new, first time here, new work. We started off with our core idea of beginning with Shakespeare. Shakespeare says, hold the mirror up to nature. Well, where was the mirror being shown in the Middle East? That's where we are right now. We've taken the radical, somewhat preposterous step of saying, hey, we should do something, on our own about this. And we look forward now with really heightened interest to two plays about Islam and about, in a sense, our current situation of two cultures, our own Western culture and the Islamic culture of the Middle East. One play we thought would just be terrific, and this is a play called 9 Parts of Desire. One person play for one woman to do several current Iraqi women. One of the things I observed when I was doing my own kind of research or catching up with what had happened to us was reading a book called The Looming Tower, which is really all the events leading up to 9/11. The book begins as far back as the 1940s with one single guy named Syed Qutb, who is often looked at as the founder of radical Islam. Syed Qutb comes to Greeley, enrolls in the summer program, and stays basically through the fall. During this time, he wrote a long essay called The America I Have Seen, in which he kind of details episodes that have affected him negatively. And we thought, we'll make a play about this.
We're 3 weeks out from the opening of Dar Al Harb, and right now we're in the rehearsal process. We're loading in the set. My job as the stage manager is to facilitate the communication between the actors and the director and the designers and everyone involved in the process. We're doing 9 Parts of Desire in rep with Dar Al Harb, which means we switch every night between the 2 shows, so you can see one show one night and the different show the next.
This show's been interesting because we've been striking and loading in at pretty much the same time. When one is finished running and the other one's going to start running, we have to change over the set. It's a challenge. It changes how you build things. It changes a lot about the design.
Things that you would normally just build in place and leave, you have to have a way to break them up. We've designed a contraption where 9 Parts of Desire gets on a wagon and rolls upstage, so it's hidden behind the screen for Dar Al Harb.
Our basic set is going to be a projection screen, multi-projection screen, which will be subject to kind of bombardment of a lot of images, which we hope will take us outside into the world of Greeley, but also inside into the world of Qutb's head.
We're going to have, I believe, 5, maybe 6 projectors, 5 in the rear, probably 1 out front.
Video plays an integral part, if not a full character.
It'll be a really, really interesting show that way, visually, with the actors having to work in front of all these projections. The projection work that we're really striving for has a lot of prongs to it. At times it becomes a scenic element. Other times the play erupts into fantasy, so we may be looking for abstractions and patterns. And then there's other kind of informational aspects of the projections, giving the context to not only Greeley, Colorado, but Americana in the late 40s. I think it's going to be something incredibly powerful for our audiences. It's going to be incredibly powerful for the actors to work with.
And what you discover is an actor doesn't think the way writers think. An actor thinks, where did I come from? Why am I doing this? So the actor, when he internalizes or she internalizes the character and begins to own it, becomes much more responsible in a way than an author is. We're all learning together to refine or to change. It's an interesting dialogue.
It's really up to the artists who are working and the directors and the actors and the visionaries who are putting together a piece to really work within the context of